I just realized we've got 5 spots in our item select left. We've also got 5 equipment spots left. Okay. Hey guys, it's Ben. Welcome back to Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last part, we did the Big Poe side quest, which is pretty cool. And this part, we're going to be doing a couple of side things up at Zora's River, and then we're going to be heading on to the side dungeon that we got to do. I call it the side dungeon because it's not the main dungeon. The bean salesman isn't here, but we've got this. This will take you all the way over. You want to jump off here, though. You wanted to jump off there. You don't want to stay on that. Because if you head down this hole, look what's down here. This was worth your time. Totally. Toodly. Nah, but I think there is. Oh. Wrong hole! Huh. There's a fairy fountain here. Maybe that would help. Play the sun song and make it nighttime. Okay, let's see if we can get back onto the bean. Ow. Dem Octoroks. Oh, there he is. Okay, so there's the first one. I think I'll go back to the bean because the bean is life. And there's the bean. Are you going to get off the river or no? Okay. So anyway, yeah. So there were 2 Skulltulas that we could get here. That was number 65, I believe. Yeah. The counter will say. The counter knows all. And then the other one that we can get is all the way at the very endish, almost. This basically leads us the entire way. So if you don't want to do it, then Magic Beam will take you there. But also, Magic Beam will give you the ability to. Oh, I guess it doesn't take you all the way there. In that case, it's gonna be Skulltula. I think I hear him. There he is. Oh gosh. Daytime, no. No, daytime, no, how could you? It's kind of an awkward angle. There. That is a pretty awkward angle. Do you have to actually stand on this fence? That'll probably help me get a bit of height. Do you actually have to stand on the fence, or do you have to? I'll say later item. It's kind of later. It's not that later. Anyway, that's Skulltula. That's 66, which means we can jump into the river. Drat. Curses. Actually, it's possible for me to grab onto the bridge. Oh, actually. Huh. So anyway, yeah, so let's head over to Zora's Domain because that is on the way to the side temple that we gotta go to. It's kind of weird. You would think that we'd have to go to the next. You would think that, like, again, I don't think anything really tells you that you have to go to Zora's Domain. This is a required path you gotta go through, by the way. So anyway, yeah, so let's head into Zora's Domain because that is where we have to go to get to the next temple. I believe there's also a Skulltula that we can get. Oh my goodness! Anyway, I believe there's a Skulltula. Yeah, the Skulltula all the way up there. I think let's try and get him on the once we get up to the top. So yeah, so Zora's domain is completely frozen, which also happens in Twilight Princess. It's kind of weird. Everyone's doing like a let's play of some kind of Zelda game. There was Versus decided to do like the dungeons of Ocarina of Time. Chug is doing Link's Awakening, and by everyone's doing Zelda, I mean 3 people are doing Zelda. Oh no! The king died! The king slow. Oh no! Also, for some odd reason, that ice is red, also. Yeah, the angle's good. So anyway, yeah, so that was 67, which means we got 33 Skulltulas left. Which, yeah, I guess we are, because we've got a third of the game left. Probably a bit more. Because, to be honest, we've gone through most of the areas. And there's still a fair bit to do. Anyway. Yeah, he's all frozen. But thankfully, the water does thaw out. Right there. Yeah, I don't even know what is with that. Anyway. King Jabu Jabu is gone. But we have some ice here. You want to stay on this ice. Because I believe that is the only way to get up it on that slidey bit. Now, here's something tricky. Platforming! Yeah! The one time people are alright with ice physics. Anyway, here's a piece of heart. Also, it's shaky as heck. Oh, drat. Because you can't climb on it. Even if it looks like it, but you can't climb on it. So yeah. So that's piece of heart number 23. So we've got 13 pieces. Ow. We got 13 pieces of heart, 33 Skulltulas, and we've done all the bottles. So we've still got quite a few optional items that we can get. Not right now though. Most of these items. Yeah, most of these optional items you'll have to get them a bit later. We've also still got a quiver upgrade to collect. You've got to make your way over here, by the way. That's where you had to go. Okay, so now we're in the Ice Cavern, which is our side dungeon temple. You'll notice some things, such as the fact that everything's frozen. Also, you'll notice that stalactites, I believe they're the ones from the ceiling. Stalagmites are the ones from the ground. You'll notice that this temple is actually kind of interesting. I don't know if you can can you sword these guys or... Okay, well you can't sword them, so there's no point in using the hammer, is there? Ready? Oh, I thought he does like Simon when he gets out, but I think that's Twilight Princess that does that. I haven't recorded Snowfall Temple, so we're okay there. Yeah. So yeah, so you may be wondering what exactly. Get over here. There you go. You may be wondering, what exactly is all this red fire about? Well, there is a solution to that fire, but it's kind of odd, and to be honest, I think this is the only place where you can actually get that solution, and it's something you gotta keep coming back here for. Also, this is kind of a new concept that is used a couple of times in the game. Silver rupee grabbing. If you've got to grab all the silver rupees in the area, and it unlocks the door or something. I think you have to pick them up. You can't just use your hook shot or anything. It's like, oh, where to go? Yeah, you can't use a hook shot. Also, just to note, hello, Mr. Skulltula, how are you doing? Where'd you go? Hold on, up. Where'd he was totally up on this ledge, so I don't know. I'll see him again. Where did he go? Oh. Okay, that makes more sense. Whoa! Physics moment. Whoa! Why am I getting blown away from this wall? Okay. So anyway, so here's a Skulltula. It's kind of... I guess you'd probably get it if you're trying to clear the room. So that's 68. Jeez, 68, that's a lot. Okay, so I believe now we'll head through the door that was closed before. I believe we walked through there, so we've got to come up through here. It is kind of an interesting-ish temple because it feels... No one remembers this temple at all. I don't really know that many people who remember this temple. Well, they'll remember the next temple gloriously. Everyone does. Trust me, the next temple will be annoying. Not as annoying as people say, though. I don't find it that annoying. Okay, so here we are in this kind of biggish room. You better watch out for the fire keys. Hook shot. It works. I'm frozen. Also, that works. Apparently, you can hook shot the ice. Yeah, my commentary is getting a bit bad. I should pull like a joke to break the ice. But Tish, ah ha ha ha. Everybody laughs. Aaron wins. Okay, so how about let's not fall off this time. By the way, you see that blue fire? That's actually kind of interesting, that blue fire. It's kind of handy if you've got more bottles free, which is why I'm gonna be doing this right now. This blue fire, it doesn't seem natural. Maybe you can use it for something? So basically what you want to do is you scoop the fire and you get blue fire. You get blue fire. You get blue fire. I just wanted to get all that fire. I'll keep one though, because I'll keep one on my inventory, because there are quite a few uses for it. I don't think you'll need that, but if you see over here, you'll see this. If you use your blue fire, it'll kind of like spill on the ground. And any red ice in that area will melt. It only really comes into play like now-ish, but there's kind of a few things you can do with it. So anyway, this is the dungeon map. Yeah, so it kind of counts as a temple because it does have a map. It's not a large temple though, and it doesn't have a boss or anything, I don't think. Hopefully not, fingers crossed. But like you can see, it's not that complicated. It's just like a bunch of rooms, really. Isn't that every dungeon? It's a bunch of rooms. Like, this one doesn't look that large, and trust me, it's not really that large. It's not going to take me a whole hour like the previous two dungeons have. So I was just gonna restock on my fire. I believe that is just a pot, so there's no real purpose in breaking it. So I believe now with our trusty blue fire. By the way, there's some very nice lighting here for a cave. I know mist, but Mist doesn't mist dissipate light? I don't think if you add mist to a room, it will particularly brighten up the room. So these are some oddly reflective ice. Now the next question is to figure out exactly what part of the room you just came out of. I think this is the downward path? Yeah, this is the downward path. I want to... Actually, I think we can go left from here. We can go west from that room. Can we go west from this room, or no? Okay, no. Okay, so we gotta figure out how to go north. Sorry, we've gotta figure out how to go west from that room. The other room. Okay, so, like, to be honest, yeah, it's not that confusing. This temple, it's just, you gotta figure out exactly, like, where to go and stuff. Huh. This looks oddly red. I see red. Do 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 do. That kind of stuff. Anyway, use your fire. You can't scoop up back your fire though, so if you run out of it, you gotta head back, and you're gonna be needing to use the fire quite a bit. So that's why I'm like, more bottles the better. Now here's a nice fun room. You got... Also the ground is slippery if you're wondering. These platforms remind me of Croc. There's another blue fire thingo if you really need it, but... Also, watch out for the holes. And there's a Skulltula there as well, if you're wondering. So let's get this Skulltula. And this is the Skulltula. Skulltula 69, grow up. Yay for Skulltula 69. You gotta be kidding, really? We gotta figure out how to get up there. I believe we can do that by... There's a lot of red rupees up there as well. Oh yeah, we can push this thing. This thing will hit the walls, and if it falls off the edge, it'll just kind of spawn back where it was from the beginning. So, for example, push it off the edge, it'll just kind of float up back here. Again, reminds me so much of Croc. Like, why... This... Seriously, this reminds me of Croc. It's crying out Croc. Anyway, you gotta use this pushy thing in order to get all these, silver rupees. By the way, silver rupees don't actually give you any money. I might as well give you the heads up on that. You don't need to push it up against the wall. You can just scoop up the fire again. Okay, I believe we might be able to reach that silver rupee from up here. Nah. I think we could push it this way though. Okay, this just makes the angle even more odd. Alright, hold on. I got this. Ah, oh, drat. And I don't think you can pull it. Yeah, you can't pull it, so you've got to think it out. You've got to push it back in. And we'll start this again. There probably is something up there. I'll see if I can try and get up there. That was good. Oh, here's something. That's how you get that one. Push the thing like that. What? What kind of jump was that, Link? There you go. Do 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 do. And there's one more, and it's next to that red fire. So, Link, you don't need to climb everything. Push. I think I might be able to push it that way. Yes! That's good. It is kind of a nice puzzle, this, I'll say that. A block pushing puzzle always works. I think they tried it a lot in Snow 4 as well. Oh, drat. I do like a good block pushing puzzle. You never see them around that often though. Today. This very day. Mainly because they don't trust us. There you go. Put that down. By the way, I'm just wondering. Yeah. I think, actually, to be honest, we may have wanted to head for the compass. And the compass is in the other room. Let's actually see if we can get the compass right now. Because we opened the door, so we can just head back here and just do it again, but... there is a couple of things that we can get. I'm sorry, my nose is a little bit today. Yeah, we're gonna need more fire. Yeah! Crossfire! Crossfire! I'm not old enough to remember that. So anyway, yeah, so... The ice cabin, yeah, I don't remember it that much. That's the problem. Yeah, this room is on its own, and it has the fire. So why would you not go in here? It's got the fire, and in a very easy position as well. Why did I not go in here? I think I thought this was the ending part. So I didn't go in here. Plus there's a piece of heart just sitting in it, and there's also a Skulltula. Like right behind this one, by the way. You can hear it right there. So anyway, this is piece of heart number 24, which means we have 3 whole heart containers left to pick up. There it is. And also this is Skulltula number 70, which means 30 Skulltulas, 12 pieces of heart. Whoa. I don't think you need this much blue fire, but stop it. You never know. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Flying pots. So anyway, yeah, so yeah, the thing resets. The block resets, the puzzle doesn't. Which is nice. Don't want the puzzle to reset, do you? Or the enemies reset. Yeah, I don't think I went the right way now. Does that guy stop? My sword is outside. What? I was rotating. I'm still rotating. Full stick rotations. I think maybe you gotta push it that way. Oh, I killed him, but he still hit me. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, dang it. Still not the right spot. I probably had this spot before as well, like that would be the worst part. I think I gotta push it this way, maybe. Maybe not. How do you get up there? Huh. No. Well, whenever I'm given a maze, I always do what I like to call backwards thinking. Okay, so it's definitely going to go in from over here. How do you get it over here specifically? Or at least along this path. I guess you could get it so that it hits this. This comes back from here? Or it comes back from here? No. Yeah. After it hits that. So after it hits that, which means after it hits that, which means, okay, I think I've got this. So I've got to push it right. Or to the there. I've got to push it left. That is how direction work. Push it that way. Yeah, if a puzzle is too difficult, look, think of like what the solution is, and then work out how will you get to the solution. You do that in maths all the time. That's what, I do that in maths all the time. It's like they'll give you a question, and it's like, well, it's obviously this. How will I get to that? And then I'll usually figure out how to get the steps in, because unfortunately in maths they'll give you 1 out of 3 if you just apply the answer. You've got to do your working. So anyway, yay! We finally did that puzzle and draw distance. Cold fire. It was long after midnight when I can't sing anymore. Because copyright's gonna strike me if I keep singing in this episode. Magically, there's a door here, and oh look, there is a boss. This is a Wolfos, a white Wolfos, but a Wolfos nonetheless. A Wolfos is a Wolfos, no matter how easy. Also, this room has such a cool background. Look at that, that is pretty cool. Also, yes, that was just one Wolfos. One Wolfos. I don't think I picked up the compass. The compass was in that original room. You know that room with the piece of heart that we got? The one that I went back for, and I said we'll go get the compass, and we didn't get the compass? I don't know. So anyway, we got the iron boots. You'll need these iron boots for the next temple, trust me. Trust me, it's also going to be kind of annoying. Oh look, a Sheik! And Navi like flies over. We meet again, Biendao. If you came here to meet the Zoras, you wasted your time. This is all there is. With one exception, the Zoras are now sealed under this thick ice sheet. I managed to rescue the Zora princess from under the ice, but she left to head for the water temple. This ice is created by an evil curse. The monster in the water temple is the source of the curse. Unless you shut off the source, this ice will never melt. If you have courage enough to confront the danger and save the Zoras, I will teach you the melody that leads to the temple. Time passes, people move. Like a river's flow, it never ends. A childish mind will turn to noble ambition. Young love will become deep affection. The clear water surface reflects growth. Now listen to the serenade of water to reflect upon yourself. The Serenade of Water is actually a nice song. In fact, it was playing in Twilight Princess. It's also the shortest one. And now we learned the Serenade of Water. Be now, I'll see you again. Wait, Sheik! Can't you just give me your Skype number? So anyway, yeah, so we did. That was pretty much the ice temple, the ice cavern. Sorry, not the ice temple. It's not really a temple. Not completely, because yeah, that was pretty short. It only really took us about 20 minutes, and didn't even have a boss. It had a Wolfos at the end. You can't call a Wolfos a boss. They're kind of tricky enemies, but you can't call them a boss, you know? Now, just before I finish this up, there's two things I want to do. First of all, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up that compass. Because my OCD is calling out to me. Second of all, I don't think we're going to need that much fire afterward. Seriously, how did I miss this? Da 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 da. Guess it's a compass. Probably it's a compass. Probably it's a compass. Do 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 do. Actually, to be honest, I'm gonna grab a little bit more fire. Okay. So I got this fire. Now let's head out of the temple because the things that I wanted to do are outside. Epic dodge. I don't feel like freeing those pots. Okay, so outside we'll just jump out and then we'll swim back to Zora's domain. Now, if you have the giant wallet, then you can do this the alternative method, but generally considering this is a required item. Actually, is it a required item or is it completely optional? I actually do think it is optional, but it would be quite nice to have. So you see King Fish Flops? If you free him from the ice, and then you have to jump down to talk to him because he's so fat. He hasn't even moved from when you moved him last time. Or I've come back to life. Was it you who saved me? Don't be nervous. It looks like you'll have a hard time breathing underwater. As an expression of my gratitude, I grant you this tunic. With this, you won't choke underwater. And he gives you the Zora tunic. This diving suit is adult size, so it won't fit a kid. Wear it and you won't drown underwater. So yeah, so normally, especially because we got the iron boots, you can basically trap yourself underwater, or you can basically pull yourself underwater and do stuff underwater. The Zora armor makes it so that you don't drown. There is a drowning time limit. Think Ocarina, think Twilight Princess actually. Twilight Princess did that exact same thing. There was a bit of water in the fire in the Goron mines. The other thing that you can do is that if you use the blue fire outside the shop, because the shop's all closed up, you can actually access the shop now. Which is nice, because the shop was closed. The other thing is that the Zora shop is actually selling these tunics, but they cost 300 rupees. They're basically because likes will eat them. So you better watch out for that. Now, the one annoying thing about the iron boots, by the way, is that they are considered equipment, which means you can't map them to a C button. And the problem is you're gonna be swapping them out a lot. Okay, so I'll see you kids next time. See you kids then.